Right, hello everyone, welcome back. We continue doing the big old map. So just to use your recap, it's a 2K by 2K map. Then to connect pretty much everything that produces stuff, and I'm very much working on and going to be working on steel and ports. So the last episode was, if I find the window, essentially building out this one and getting these um, ports vaguely up to speed along with these items. And where am I? So I'm thinking we did. Okay, I don't need that now. There's our steel mill. And I'm reasonably sure I said that these fellas should go into some other place, namely here, apart from this needing some revamp. Interesting, I could just bring it here. Anyway, I don't immediately care about that because we're not doing goods at the moment. I'm thinking if I got that's technically on the other side of the L. But even if I just care about these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items, places, stuff. So why don't I do that? Why don't I expand this? Why don't I expand this a lot? Because I'm reasonably sure that this is only 5 long. This is 7 long. That's to be the weirdest setup I have. Okay. Well, that train needs to head out. It's one of the old stations. Fun. Okay. Why are you? Okay, that there need to be some changes here. So I just want to make sure that maglevs can do their things. Shut up. Right, that's one. Okay, so let's clean up here. Nope. So I want mineral unload. That's going to be a 4x10, except not on maglevs. And I want it to be fairness. So try this again, see if I can manage. Oh yeah, I enabled construction while paused when I was doing the bridges. I need to undo that. Paused. No construction. And I want to clean up this mess. You want to be not that long, but that will do. Shut up. Okay, at least trains can generally run. It's just going to be. Why are you coming back? Okay, we'll deal with that later. Don't do that. Do this. All right, so next is going to be setting up these depots properly, hopefully. Or at least vaguely properly. And we'll deal with the actual steel output at some future point, because at the moment there's nothing to output. At the end of the previous episode, I launched an absolute shed load of baby-sized steel trains. Oh, you're picking up the goods. No, I just don't want to move. Yeah, that's my problem. Like, we're good on these guys dropping off. Where we're not good is the capacity. Where we're also not good is this. Hold on. How the fuck is this? Okay, yeah. You are probably stuck right where we were. Hold on. So, viewport, block. Now you're moving. Yeah, this is far from optimal. What's going on here? So you're up and down. I'll leave S's. What does change viewport do anyway? Okay. So I was saying scrap. This is actually being taken. This is not being taken. And this is not being taken. However, both of these are rubbish, which do not warrant trains. Said this before, I don't mind them coming into town. The town doesn't mind them coming into town. What's the other one? Just here. Oh, there. Some such. So I'm going to run separate vehicles rather than just having some really obscure. Where am I going? Yeah. Rather than having some really obscure setup of conditional orders, because that just causes more pain and suffering. But I also want to head out through here. So I want to do stuff. I know. I did not want that. So you are 225. We might try to extend that. Four or five. Yeah, that definitely needs bumping. Okay, let's attempt to deal with one thing at a time. We said this is rubbish. So treat it like rubbish. I'm really curious how this can make that much loss. Oh, chili bacon. No, I don't want you to do that. That's the wrong button. No, I don't want you to do that. 346, you should be new. Oh, fuck. I have no idea where you were going, just here. Fuck. Try this again, hey? Clone. This guy. Close that. Now that I closed it. So, this can be also small because it's really not going far, and if I don't boost it, then there's no point. Do that. And we do, that's like super rubbish. Like one, and even that's one too many. Okay, so how do I get, what's this, wasn't it? Oh wait, do we have two of them? I mean, two that are good. So you 180, you're rubbish. So it's clearly someplace in my view here. 5, 180. I think it was just this. Probably. Well, so that's my problem, that this is already overloaded. How much is this being used for? Okay, that's fine. I think we know what's coming. So we have, I don't know how we take that many engineering supplies. Like that's just the amount they haul out. Anyway, airport. I can't not overlap with things is my problem. Okay, I'll do it here. So if I do that, I want a viewport. I'm going to be a little more cautious with stuff. You're earning enhanced. How's the change doing? You're losing money. You're losing a fair bit of money, actually. How the hell do I keep losing money? I don't really understand this. I want a small airport here. Now I'm going to... What if I... Aircraft... Engineering supply... Cargo capacity... You're 3 million for 400. VS, you're 75 for 3 million. Now, where is it? This little piggy takes 120. You take 80. I'm looking at the tiles. So obviously this is better, but the problem I have is this creates. Tempted to switch to Ecoliner. How much per year now? I don't know what the fuck the original year is. That just doesn't calculate. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to change. Okay. So my problem with the planes is that they not only lose an absolute shed load of money, but much more to the point, or yeah, see how it goes. I think it's going to complain. Okay, I don't so much care about these guys. I'm glad all my passenger planes are casually losing zillions. So I think it's going to get icky about the range on some of these. See how that goes. And so Give me a clone of that. Go there, come here, go. I don't know how it handles ranges, basically. Your takeoff speed is 130k per hour. I'd love to see that. So anyway, let's attempt to remember that last year we did short of minus 100 million. I mean, now being September, it's not really going to work out much. And then I may or may not care about any of these. Mineral loader. I will want these as well. Not right now. Map, go away. Okay, so that goes in there, and then we actually just turn off here. So usual, or the usual, don't want that. And 7. So you should be gung-hoing already. Ah, you different place. See, because it's on the way, I don't know, I'm kind of there. In which case I can't do that. Additional jump is more than 90. Go. Really making a fair bit of steel. I want to have a quick look at what's going on around the world. Total waiting. So we have a lot of car, as usual, 32,000. Bloody hell. We have a lot of steel. Nice problem to have. Goods. That's more of a and the matrix, but this one needs to get on chemicals. I think this gets picked up. I'm not too bothered. Boneyard. That was the one I had a look at. This is just a placeholder. Good. So I'm not too phased about that either. Okay, we're doing relatively okay. I think I might have sent too many trains here. Wouldn't be a first. You're broken down, but you're not bothered to actually go into a depot. Or were you in the depot last time, recently? Why are you... You're depoting. Just want to make sure these go to the depot occasionally, because I've seen in the past occasions when they were not. Sort of over here. Why you be doing that? Okay, let's try to find where we were, wherever that might be. Somewhere here? Yeah, somewhere here. So if I take these two, I can find a Gangkung, aren't you? Yeah, these are all Gangkung. And I expect to do these. Okay, it's fine. I expect you're losing money because you're weird. Which is no, we didn't. You're loading. You're deepening. You're, you're loading. Again, wasting time. So I did say I want to hook in these two little piggies and then find a metal works. And this needs boosting as well because it's one of the better ones. This one, not so much. Yep, that was me. Not winning any awards, but then they can generally go off that way. It's fine. Obviously. Also, right, so I want something that flies here. Where am I? Not this, is it? What's this? I think we ended up doing it even worse. Oh no, this is total. See, we went from 92 to 77, and it's Feb, and we're 3 million, so times 12 is actually not bad. And passengers, yeah. more efficient. Maybe I should replace these two. It's pretty full though. I'll have a look. Mind you, if these take a lot of people, it's basically, this is a little better. 100% reliability. I don't really see how that happens, but sure. Okay. So for this, we are going to need, this is terrible. More than 90, don't bother. Is a fair bit of coal here. So my problem with the trains is not so much the engines, it's the upkeep for the wagons that make it expensive. So chemicals okay, clay is very far from okay. You guys are useless. Well, there's nothing here, which doesn't help. I'm curious. Make it average. I think I just had a look at these. Yes. See, you don't very empty. This takes stuff. That's empty. Oh, because this is one of these. Ah, it's the place to be. I now suddenly have an absolute shedload of, and this is not signaled properly. So, hold on. Because a moment ago I was complaining that there's nothing here. I don't get this. Right, so I fully expect all of these are gonku or else we're going to have trouble. However, having 30,000 units is no. like them just sitting around. Okay, how we get rid of this, but get rid of it. Of course. And that needs fixing. That needs fixing pronto because it's holding up everything else. I don't even know what this is. It's a mineral. That's good. I'm kind of curious about this. I don't expect it to actually make money because stuff has been there for. Okay, interesting. Can we make this less stupid? Because then I could move this. Yeah. Great fucking work. And then these guys can go a bit faster. Now, have I bumped this even vaguely down? Yes, good. I'm sure you're supposed to be timetabled. Okay, so obviously this train does the exact same thing as these things do. I have 9 minutes. I'm not going to start anything new. at least we're cleaning up this mess. And then the planes are doing commendably compared to themselves anyway. Almost empty. These I don't care much about. This, I don't want to have a bigger one. No, routes-wise, we're doing dreadfully. Kudos to the people. You know what? What's the currency on these things? Mostly rubbish. I want to clean up. Don't really call. Engineering supplies the rubbish anyway. I know what these are doing. I don't want to change them. Fish. I actually need to Fish Island. Start. More curious about these almost. 14. Goods. 21. 20, but at least it's making money, so I'll leave it where it is, or we don't seem to do, and it's always full. Sand. Need to change that. And I just have cargo capacity. Do it the other way around. 270. You do sand. Much slower. Much cheaper. Scrap we don't do. Steel. 5 minutes. I'm just waiting for the world to end. Mostly the 5 minutes to end, that is. So this is somewhere between flat and slowly edging down money-wise. Hey, check that. Something worked. I still think that secondary industry should produce based on the input, not just as a gung-ho thing. So defeats the purpose, really. I was not here, no, but I'm just Casually curious as to what's going on. Yeah, suddenly there's an abundance of engineering supplies because we're not spamming them everywhere. Nice problem. Nice problem. So now it's July. So we're going to be about -30 instead of -92. With the rare occasion that actually turns a profit. And I was saying I wanted to do something about the steel mill. Now, I also said I'm not going to start anything new, but I don't care about the orchard. Do I just want to haul it in here? I might actually do that. Because this isn't a particularly busy spot. And that seems to be a reasonable distance. However, I only have 2 minutes. So I'll put down a sign if I find it. Take steel to the existing metalworks to the left. And I'll be thinking, sign. Take steel to the existing metalworks to the left. Okay. So this definitely needs more trains, even if they're losing money. I wonder how can you lose money? So you pick stuff up. You're not losing money. You're lying. Who knew? You probably don't pick up anything. And it's going to be even worse because the others are empty. Great. Well, in my whopping 1 minute, $20. Glad I don't pay for info. That would just make things. Shut up. Now I'm going to finish this. Yes, shut up. Okay, that will do. So yeah, usual. Thanks for watching as always. And any thoughts, comments, likes, whatnot, shout. I'll see you next time. Thank you and bye bye.